Patterns repeat, covering, coding, masking. You were in love with him. He lived in the same town, attended the same church, walked the same paths. He said he was in love with you. He said he had to leave for war, but he promised he'd be back. Back for you. Wait, he asked. Wait. You waited. Time passed, and your dream grew. Your dream of a family, your dream of being with him, your dream of happiness. He returned to the same town, attended the same church, but began a new path. He married her. Sorry, he said. Sorry. You were sorry. You were not in love with him. Your cousin introduced you to him. You wanted to have a family. Marry me, he asked. Marry me. You said yes. You started your family. You had 6 kids. And when they moved out, he moved out. He said he moved to Louisiana because of the cold on his joints. He never told you about her, but you knew. He never said he was sorry. Sorry. You were sorry. You died in the same house you were born. Alone. Married. But not in love. Patterns create a structure, a base, a blueprint for all else to stand on. You were in love with him. You met him in college. You began to date. He said he was in love with you. He got you pregnant. He asked you not to keep it. You lost the baby, but got him. Marry me, he asked. Marry me. You said yes. You got your house, your husband, your dream. 7 years later, he began to sleep with her. You left him. You left your dream. You moved back home. He said he was sorry. Sorry. You were sorry. You were not in love with him. You had grown up in the same town, attended the same church, and followed the same paths. He got you pregnant. He said it was not his. He left you and her. He never said he was sorry. Sorry. You were sorry. You knew you had to keep it. You knew you would love it. You knew it was yours. Patterns do not break with time, but grow stronger. They start as a sapling within the family tree and form such strong roots that no one even notices that they are what is holding it all together. You were loved. She held it together while she held you up. They raised you. In school, they asked you to draw your father. You raised your hand and asked what a father was. He said you were not his. Not his. You are his. You were in love with him. You lived in the same town, went to the same school, and followed the same path. You went to the same college. You moved away. You moved back to the same city. He asked you to marry him. Marry me. You said yes. You had your dream near the ocean, in the city, in his arms. You didn't know how to keep it alive. You moved out, moved away. You were afraid. Sorry, you said. Sorry. You are sorry. You don't know how it works. You can't keep it together. You're afraid to follow the pattern. There is such warmth in a quilt woven with patterns of the past. Security in that you know. Protection.